Here we have a pre-owned 2017 BMW X5. Now this one comes in the XDrive35i trim level. We do have the premium package, but this one comes in jet black, and then we have the Terra Dakota leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 3-liter twin-scroll turbocharged inline-6 engine, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This one has a little over 50,000 miles. But as we come around to the front end here, LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, and LED fog lights. And the lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But love the front end here, especially with BMW's signature LEDs there. And down here we get 20-inch alloy wheels, passive keyless entry on all 4 doors, power door lock controls, and then we have one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power folding side mirrors there, and then that is the release for our power lift gate, and then we have power mirror controls and rear window lock there. Headlamp controls, hood release is right there. We do have a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And here we have our power driver seat, 4-way power lumbar support, and then our memory seat function is right there. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, my driving position. So I'm gonna sit behind myself in this X5. Let's see about the leg room. So not the best, but not bad. Seat back pockets are on both sides. We do have quad zone automatic climate controls, which is nice. We can adjust either side, adjust fan speed, turn the whole system off, all of that. Little storage tray here, it's actually pretty deep. And then we have, I believe those are 212 volts down in there. And then this does have the panoramic sunroof, but sunshade is up now, so that's just showing you that. And then our center seat folds down. And then bottle holders are there. And then we have a storage compartment there, a small one. We do have the premium LED dome lights back here, which is nice, and we have a grab handle there. We could probably hang a metal or a plastic hanger hook on that right there. Gonna make my way towards the back. And a big shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this X5 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But integrated exhaust in the rear bumper there. Look underneath the vehicle. Let's go ahead and open the lift gate. So I don't know if that's off or what, but that was weird. I do like this, how it's got hydraulics on it with one hydraulic here, because that makes it pretty easy to use. And then over here we have the side storage bin, and then a side storage pocket on this side, and an integrated cargo shade, so we can put that there. Gas cap there. Premium is recommended. And if you want to fold the seat down, pull this here. That'll fold flat. You can run longer objects from the back to the front, and then snaps back into place pretty easily. And here's our front passenger seat, which is power. We get 4-way power lumbar here as well, which is nice. Lockable glove compartment. And then the window stickers here. You all can pause me where you need to take a closer look at all the standard features there. But this has a driver assistance package. That's the other package I was trying to think of earlier. And then a few other options. So I think it's sticker for 64 and some change. But as we come back around to the front here, just gonna pop the hood. So there's that twin power turbo 6-cylinder engine. And then we're gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So here we have, I actually have the seat leaned back a bit. So should actually be more up here. So that leg room will be a little bit better than it was back there. But anyways, leather wrap steering wheel here. There's a horn sound there. Over here to the radio screen, we do get navigation there. And then we get AM, FM, XM radio. We have an aux input, DVD drive, and then we also have Bluetooth audio and Apple CarPlay compatibility. Back to the nav here. If you want to enter a destination or whatever, you can do that. Or you can just pull up the map there. So I like how this is set up. And then you have vehicle settings in here. Quite a bit that you can fool with. Backup camera. And this is part of that driver assistance package. You do get a backup camera with the guidelines that follow you, along with that heads-up display. Then we have the front and rear integrated parking sensors as well. Hazards are there. The dual zone climate controls for the front are here. And I love BMWs just because when you have the quad zone systems, you can actually adjust the fan speed for either side as well as the temperature, not just the auto there. So if I want to cut the fans off over here, I can still have it on this side. And then 3-stage heated front seats. That CD drive is there. Volume is here. Click there to mute. And then down here, all of this USB-A 12-volt cigarette lighter, bottle holders. We can just take this and then you can use that as a pad to hold your phone. But to the shifter, it is an 8-speed again, so you can pull down for drive when you have your finger on the button there, tap up or hold for neutral, and then grab this, pull all the way up for reverse. And then when you're in drive, you can come over here, you can manually shift there, which is always nice. Press P for park. And then if you want to not have to use the touch screen for whatever reason, you can use this knob, and then you have shortcuts here as well. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down and disengage. Automatic brake holds here. We have our downhill brake control there, parking sensors, and then for your drive modes, you have Comfort, Eco Pro, and Sport. And it'll show you which mode you're in right there. And then traction control toggle here. Center console cubby space, pretty good size. There's another 12-volt down in there, the aux input and the USB-A input as well. And then wireless charging pad, I believe, is right there. Let's go ahead and open the roof up. Controls for that are here. And there you have your lights there. So there the roof. The sunshade is retracted all the way back there. And interesting how the roof actually goes very far back, but instead of going over the top glass, it goes into the actual roof line there. So pretty interesting. Garage door transmitters in there, if you can see that. When you open this up, those lights appear for your vanity mirror. And then cruise controls are here. Excuse me, cruise controls, resume set, and all of that. And we'll test that out on the test drive. Then you can go through your drive modes here, or your audio sources here, excuse me. Volume can be adjusted there. And then you can use this to scroll through those stations. And then Bluetooth button, voice recognition, blinkers, high beams. And then we do have automatic wipers. So one time off, and then we can adjust the auto there, and it'll actually tell you when you're in that auto mode, which is pretty cool. And then your rear wipers here, and you turn that auto on just by hitting that button on the side. And then you have your auto stop toggle. You can turn that on or off. Push button starts right there, and then your heads up display is right in there if you can see it. Key fobs here. And next it's time to go ahead and take this X5 XDrive35i out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this X5 here, BMW's just come a long way in terms of reliability, but they've always been very fun to drive. But with the twin power turbo 6s that are in so many of their lineup, they're just a great engine that makes you feel like you're driving a $65,000, in this particular instance, a $65,000 SUV, even though it's not top of the line. You just feel like it's worth it for the performance that you get in these. Now, I had it in comfort. I'm putting it in a sport mode now. I'm gonna use the manual shift. I'm gonna put my foot into it and just see how it gets up to speed as we get on the interstate here. And of course, the shifts are very quick from this 8-speed. Give myself a little space, and then we're gonna put our foot down right now. So very quick, of course. Very fun. Gonna put it into Eco Pro now. Now with these 20-inch alloy wheels, feeling the road just a tad here. I feel like these tires are very low pro, so that's gonna kind of come into effect. Of course, you can get beefier tires, I reckon, if they'll fit. But the ride itself is very good, nice and solid. You feel like you're in the ultimate driving machine while still having something that's relatively comfortable on the interstate. And although you're getting 24 miles per gallon highway, still I think you have that mild hybrid system, so you could probably do a little better depending on how you drive. But just a very nice vehicle. And the road noise is more intrusive than the wind noise here, which is saying a lot because it's pretty windy out today, but the interior acoustics in here are phenomenal. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here, I'm sure this is bringing a lot less than the original 65 grand sticker price. And I do like that it still feels like an expensive vehicle, just from the driving dynamics, the ride quality, even the features that you get here. With this being a 17 in 2024 here, this still looks like, it doesn't look outdated, let me put it that way, in terms of the infotainment screen, the dash here, even the AC controls. It just looks like a BMW. But especially as these depreciate quite a bit, I think this is no, they don't appreciate like they used to, because they're just quite a bit more reliable than the older years. But still, you can get one of these for a pretty good bargain. Maybe if you're worried about powertrain issues or infotainment issues down the line, get you an extended warranty, and then you'll be good to go. But I just feel like this will serve you well, at least till 80, 90,000 miles. Now, I have seen a few issues with those kind of vehicles, but a lot of it's just maintenance that's expensive to have done. People get these and then they don't want to take them to the dealer because an oil change can run you a pretty penny. But if you find a good mechanic, I feel like it won't be a big deal. But most importantly, with this being, there's a reason that BMW calls their vehicles the ultimate driving machine. This is an SUV, and it's not even an M Sport. This just feels like something that I could own and have a lot of fun in, while still having it be relatively practical in terms of everyday use. But the twin power turbo 6s are just, they've got pretty good reliability, and they're just super fun to drive. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2017 BMW X5 XDrive35i.